Hey everybody, it's Kevin and Paula again. Paula had a great idea, which is why don't we do something for Mother's Day and cook up something special. And so we thought, what the heck, why not do this? So this is a Saturday morning, it's about 9:30 in the morning. I've been on the tractor for 3 hours and I'm coming in to film this fun little Mother's Day brunch. So Paula, why don't you talk to us about what you're going to prepare?
So the wines that we're featuring are the 2017 Valia and Rosie. And Rosie is named for Kevin's mom, so particularly appropriate for Mother's Day. And the menu is a chili egg puff, which is pretty straightforward, so we're not going to demonstrate that. And then we wanted to do something Finnish, which is birka, which we've actually never made before today,
but we've
eaten them and we know what they look like, so we're going to show you what they look like.
Technically what Paula's making is what's called a riisi birka, and riisi birka is a rice birka. It's like a, you'll see, it's like a flat pastry wrapped around rice, and you usually slather lots of butter on it. My mouth is watering thinking about it.
And then for dessert, which does not pair well with wine, I need to point out, we did an olive oil lemon tart. So it's kind of my take on a Cook's Illustrated recipe, and there is no butter in it. It's all olive oil. So the special that we're doing is a bottle each of the Valia, the 2017 Valia Rosie, and a 250 milliliter bottle of olive oil, all for $45. So that's kind of our bottom price, so there's no other discounts on it. But
and if you want to double it for a 6-pack or double that yet again for a case, we can figure it out, but it'll just be straight 45 for every 3 bottles. So take advantage of this killer deal, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to show you on the birka. We have made the rice filling in advance. We've made the dough, and Adam is going to help me. He's going to be rolling the dough. The dough is separated into 16 equal sizes, and it's not a lot, and it needs to be rolled out pretty thin to 6 inches. And then once you have it rolled out, you put about 3 tablespoons of the rice mixture in.
And the recipe is going to be online on our website?
Yeah. And then you're going to want to kind of close this up here. Let's see. And hey, this is the first time that I've done it, so it doesn't look perfect, but you want to kind of fold it up to be football-like, football-shaped. So this is kind of what it should look like. And then it goes on the baking sheet, and you brush it with some butter, melted butter. And as Kevin pointed out, he likes them really buttery, so.
Warm and buttery.
Anyway, then after you get them all done, you pop them in the oven for about 12 minutes.
I recommend putting jam on them. You can have them sweet or savory. They're delicious.
Not very Finnish with jam on them, but
doesn't matter. Personal preference.
Good nevertheless. They're doing all the hard work while I'm sipping on my rosé. What a luxury. Good job, Adam.
Learn from the best.
Who's that, me or your mom?
Take a guess.
I wish I could say that I spend my Saturday and Sunday mornings like this, but how many times do we do this? Not often enough. And it's, of course, just like an epic spring right now, and everything's just beautiful out right now. So, Paul, you want to talk about what you got here?
So we have the chili egg casserole kind of thing, which is pretty basic but interesting. It's got cottage cheese as well as other cheese in it. It's kind of like a crustless quiche, and it's got mild green chili, so not spicy at all. And then we have the birkas, which are the kind of hand pies with the rice in them. And we made some bacon and some fruit to go with it. And then the dessert is a lemon olive oil tart, which we probably won't taste because it doesn't go with wine.
Oh, we'll have it afterwards, but let me just say that that is probably my number 1 or number 2 favorite dessert that Paula makes. And once she came up with this idea of doing olive oil instead of butter, I think just about everybody was blown away by that dessert. It is just spectacular.
And I think my mom's primary modification is she also puts in almond meal crust instead of, I'm not sure what the New York Times recommends, but it's the perfect texture with the olive oil, and it's just a really nice offset to the tartness of the.
Yeah, and it seems like you put maybe a little bit more lemon. It seems more tart than a lot of lemon tarts that we've had, and I just love that. The viscosity with the oil and just the tartness and the beautiful almond crust. Okay, so again, 2017 Rosie, named after my mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And Valia, of course. Many of you, most of you already know that wine. And 2017, both of them, 3-pack, Valia, Rosie, and a 250 olive oil. $45. You can buy any multiple of that you'd like. And I guess that's it. So let's taste. I'm excited about tasting the birka. Oh, where's the butter? I definitely need my butter here. You got to put lots of butter on your birka.
Margarine.
Well, in this case, it's margarine. It's probably better if you put butter, but.
And jam if you want.
If you were to go to Finland and you'd stay at a hotel, invariably at breakfast, you'll have lots of birkas out in the morning. So, very Finnish tradition.
Maybe a little crispier than they should be, but.
Just a touch. They're beautiful. So I chose to pair the rosé with that and the egg.
Good.
The 17, by the way, has a touch of residual sugar to it, and I think that's really nice. A little bit of viscosity from it. We'll try it with the this egg dish here. This is another tradition. Paula makes this a lot. She's been making this for probably better than a decade at this point, I would think, huh?
You want to try the
Yeah,
Valia?
Paul and I are in this coronavirus era sharing glasses, but I guess that's probably a given for most families, right? I'm not sharing with Adam, though.
I think I like it better with the Valia.
What's that, the birka or the eggs? In the 2017, by the way, it's 43% Grenache Blanc, 29% Roussanne, and 28% Viognier. I have the advantage of reading the blend on the back. I forgot to think about that before we started this video. And the Grenache Blanc is really showing here, and I think that the acidity of that is really coming out right now. It's probably helped by the, what's the cheese in here?
I think I used a Colby Jack.
Oh, okay. But it kind of accentuates that acidity, I think. Try it one last bite with the birka here.
Which one's better?
Oh, wait. I didn't do this one yet, did I?
No.
Confusing myself.
You know what? It's a draw. I like them both. I like the sweetness that you get with the touch of residual sugar in the rosy. There's a little bit more weightiness to it. But I like the acidity of the Valia with it too. So, hey, it's a beautiful Saturday. We're having wine on the patio.
Yippee.
Gippies.